Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Lakeshore Drive, and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Chicago. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open.
Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their 1st play of the game.
A loss was for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
What is that?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. One to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
What is it hurt? Here we go. Punch first! Punch first! Punch first! Punch first! Vegas! Vegas!
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Rolling right. Throwing on the run. It's behind his man. And it's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th and goal. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Come on. 60 by 6.
They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. And the 21-yard
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now.
To throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Vegas.
First down, Raiders.
Check the Eagles! Check the Eagles!
Run right up the gut with Genty. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Keep it on the ground with Genty, and he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's in! Dante Thornton, touchdown Raiders. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Darian Richardson there on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to have a Bears first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. Down the left sideline. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. It covers 51 yards.
You want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
Pick up the 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
From the set. Get up. 70 Lions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready? 19 Charger, not ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll air it out down the middle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a third down and 4. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that is incomplete.
Good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. Unbalanced look to the left here on first down. A play fake. Now Williams. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Look him up on a second down and 8. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
A
yards.
pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll stick with him again. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2.
What is it?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Chicago.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams now to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The 7th overall pick in 2023, Tyree Wilson, getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
What is up?
Now give on the ground. Face to run inside the 20. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of 2nd and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this 3rd down got a whole lot more manageable.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. This is caught 2, and he's in. Roll, Odunze, touchdown Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. The Bears will get out in front, 17-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drop 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's left side to Tucker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he can hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Second and 10.
60 broadcast. 6
They'll look to throw yet again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. He's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Drive will start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
Brings up third and 6.
To throw is Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. 70
Man in motion here is Tucker.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Okay, break. Ready? Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Panther 60. Panthers.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Hey, check that. Here we go. Set. 65 6. Ready. Go.
They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yes, 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 yes. Let's up.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll let one go down the middle. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
First and 6 brings up 2nd and goal. At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one, so nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, set. Ready, set.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let it up.
third quarter begins with a run. Inside the 40. And he will score. Touchdown Bears. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
Come on, come on. Hey! Crack on 80. 19, 19 Wyatt.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
What's up?
And tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
That's good.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We might need more power.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
What is it?
They'll stay on the ground. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field, trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Third down and 9.
What is on?
Off play action. Here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On third down, it's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he's into the end zone. DJ Moore, touchdown Chicago. It's his third touchdown catch this year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That is taken in left side by Fortin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Ready, ready.
At the 40-yard line.
Get it. Go.
He'll find Genty at the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Let's go now.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Ready, ready.
First down.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
A throat behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Trying to get it to his tight end, rock him out. Now it's going to be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, They're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff, running right. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. 3rd and 9. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Raiders are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break. Roll. 70 Timberwolves. Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let go.
They'll run to begin the 4th, and here's Genty. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 19, good night.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Here we go, side. Green 19, good night. Side.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son. Here we go. Check it, boss. Tonight.
Looks like a design run here with Fields. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Justin Fields. Touchdown Bears. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now a run.
There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
That's a 15-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's a toss, right side. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays. And now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This returnable from the 4. And He'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 7-yard line.
On the jump. Ready? 60 Nazareth. 60 Vikings.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. He keeps it himself. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. Now he's free at the 35. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. A pickup of 44 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Oh, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him. Daniil Hunter. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game, number 4 on the season. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Let's go. Dragon 60.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he's not going to get away. They shot him right down after the catch.